fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted to be joined in Croydon with Spencer Rover. We're here at Box Park. There's some lovely range of foods behind us, but we're not here for the food, we're here for the boxing. Joshua Buatsi takes on Dan Azeez in about 3 weeks' time. Nice media workouts here. Good build up to a great fight.
Absolutely, yeah. Down here in Box Park, East Croydon, and yeah, it's going to be good down here today. You know, guys get to see each other up close again. Listen, I love this whole story, man. Do you know what I mean? Where they're both two South London kids that have done really well for themselves, you know, pulled themselves out of, you know, what is this? Lives Not Lives, this is called. A charity that's sponsoring this, Lives Not Knives. And these guys inspire the young kids of this generation around South London to say, listen, this is what you can do. This is what you can achieve if, you know, put down the knives, pick up the gloves, make something of yourself. So I love what these two are doing. I love what they're representing here. I love the message that they're trying to send across. And they're here today to do the open workout to sort of inspire this younger generation. It's great, man. It's really good. Looking forward to the fight on October the 21st, by the way. Like, you know, when you think that these are friends now, rivals, like, do you know what I mean? And they've got to put that friendship aside and get in there and do the job. Look, it's a mad one because you think Buatsi is the Olympian. Buatsi is the one that Dan Azeez used to look up to, you know, used to take advice from. Now, all of a sudden, Dan Azeez has done it the hard way, done it on the road. He's gone to the southern area, English, Commonwealth, British, European. And you go, but he's done it all on the road. He's learned his trade on the road. And now you go, this was a fight 18 months ago. You go, there's only one winner in this, and that's Joshua Buatsi. Now you look at it and go, it's a 50-50 fight. Dan Azeez has built up some real momentum, and it's a difficult one to pick. I don't even know what way to go on this one. One thing I do know, though, is that it's a great fight. Do you know what I mean? An unbelievable fight.
You talked about it being a 50-50 fight with all the things that you've listed off there. Does it show the work that Azeez has put in, where people are now picking him because he's the guy really with the momentum? Joshua Buatsi had a bit of a below par performance against Pavel Stepien, so Azeez is really coming into this as maybe the favourite in this, which is crazy to think.
Momentum's definitely with Dan Azeez, like you say. Pavian, like, you know, look at the Buatsi's performance there, was not particularly great. The performance he had against Craig Richards was better. But like you look at it, but Dan Azeez has been on the road, man, picking up European titles, you know, boxing in the other guy's backyard and delivering. So yeah, it's one of those fights now where you go, wow, it's a great fight, man. It's a great trade fight. This, it should be bigger than it actually is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think that, you know, both guys have great personalities, and the story behind the pair of them and what they've done and what they've worked to, like WBA number one and WBA number two, both putting it on the line. You know what I mean? Going in there looking for that shot at Dimitri Bivol. I think it's a great story, man, and they deserve respect for that.
100%. Going from one big fight to another big fight Friday night, we were all delighted with the news that Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk have both signed to fight. Did this come as a surprise to you?
It comes. I thought the fight was always going to happen, but I didn't think it would happen as quickly as it has. Do you know what I mean? With the Francis Ngannou fight going on, etc., you thought, well, listen, I know what Tyson Fury's doing from a business side of things, from a commercial side of things. It made sense. He was getting paid fortunes of money. You know, the fights that he was trying to make had fallen through. So from a business side of things, you go, why not? Do you know what I mean? You look at it and you go, why not? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a fight that, as an event, is huge, and as a boxing match, it's a mismatch. So Fury, why wouldn't you do that? Whilst he's waiting for that big fight of Oleksandr Usyk, they were obviously working on that behind the scenes. Usyk's fight has been announced. They're going to announce actually the date, I think, at the end of the Ngannou fight. And that's a very clever thing with Anthony Joshua looking to box in December. Now they've got to put that on hold. Do you know what I mean? They're talking about Conor, Benn versus Eubank Jr. December the 23rd. They've dangled the carrot that could be the date for Oleksandr Usyk versus Fury. So what Queensbury Boxing, Frank Warren and Tyson Fury and the whole team have done cleverly is put everything on hold until they do what they do on October the 28th. So smart move from them.
Do you think Fury played the public in a way? He got them all rolled up, and he sort of, or do you think half of it was a bit serious with the comment?
No, he knew what he was doing. There were fights that were trying to be made that weren't made, like Andy Ruiz. They tried to make that fight earlier on. Ruiz outpriced himself. The Anthony Joshua fight at Christmas of last year fell through. So it's not like he hasn't wanted the fights, but for one reason or another, politics of the sport, money, etc., the fights fell through. And he got offered this fight, huge money, with a new Saudi group, offered huge money against Ngannou. Mate, this is the Hurt business. You're in there to earn as much money as possible. That is, he can earn a pot of money for very little risk against Ngannou, so why not? I do understand it from the fans' point of view, they're pissed off because they want the undisputed. But guess what, now they've announced the undisputed, people are going to enjoy the Ngannou fight even more because they know what they've got coming. It's a genius move, if I'm honest.
Just the last one from me. When you talked about, we just mentioned there about the date of 23rd of December, potentially Chris Eubank Jr. fighting Conor Benn, and then do you think that's an entire possibility that we could have them two fights on the same day?
No, definitely not, because you can't go up against Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk. So I think you'd be stupid to do that. I think that Fury, Oleksandr Usyk could land at the end of Riyadh season, which is in March. But there is a proposed date of December the 23rd. So how can you go Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. against Oleksandr Usyk, Tyson Fury? You'd be absolutely fucking mad as a business model. You'd be mad to go up against Usyk versus Tyson Fury. So yeah, what they've done is they've dangled the carrot a couple of possible dates, and by the time we get to October 28th, all the other fights, that's not enough time for them to get ready for December the 23rd. So I think it's just a smart move.
Absolutely. Spencer Oliver, thank you for your time, and all the best for today, mate. Good to catch up with you, mate. Top man.